Diddy, all right, and we got to talk about Diddy because his house in LA was burglarized, but it's not just any house that was burglarized. The house that was actually burglarized is the one that, damn, I can't think of it right now, that Kim Porter, were pretty much the love of his life. I really don't want to just call Kim Porter an ex-girlfriend, even though I know they were never married. To me, they were like spiritually bonded, all right? They were together on a whole nother level that we just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes you can meet people or be with people and you may never walk down the aisle with them, but it's like, I either knew you in another lifetime or you just get me. But because of my own issues and traumas, which Diddy had and has, and my own problems, I can't be with you. I just can't put you through that because that woman was put through enough. So the house that she was actually staying in and that she unfortunately passed away in 2018 is a house that mysteriously got burglarized. And Diddy said that he has not been back to this house since 2018. So it's basically just been the housekeepers and the maintenance people to come in and just basically make sure that things are kept up, swept up, the yard is maintained, etc. But when I tell you guys some of the things that was going on, it just seemed a little suspect to me. Let's get on in it, all right? So number one, did I throw my damn card down? Hold up, y'all. I threw the card down. Hold up. We need the card. Okay. So first thing you should know is that this home was actually in Tacoma Hills. So let me put this up. Oh, Tacoma Lake, Toluca. Hell, you know what I mean. Hell, I'm country, all right? So Kim's, the late Kim, her house was actually in Toluca Lake, Los Angeles. And when I looked up the crime, because I was like, I don't think he would have the love of his life living in the hood. I just don't think it was that kind of place. So it's about a B- rating. But what you guys should know is that the total crime is 9% more than the average. Violent crime is down and property crime is up. So basically cars and houses is always getting broken into. Why? Because it's the home to a lot of, oh, let me take that down. Why is it always getting broken into? Because it is the home to a lot of freaking celebrities. So out there in Toluca Lake, you got Steve Carell, Melissa McCarthy, Octavia Spencer, Ron Howard, and so much more. And what happens is when you are a public figure, people figure out where you live. It is not hard to find Chris Brown's house, Diddy's house, Nicki Minaj's house, Beyonce's, one of the many houses, and more. Cardi B's house up there in Buckhead. It's not hard to find, and people want to come and they want to loot. But I got a few different theories on what happened. Number one, it was actually just a burglary because people know that the house is empty and that no one has been there. You know, people scope out the neighborhoods and shit. They be lurking and looking. All right. Theory number one. Theory number two, it was actually the staff, the housekeepers, and the maintenance that was in on it. See, y'all celebrities got to understand when you don't really pay these people right, when you talking to these people crazy, especially your laborers, which a lot of times are Hispanic or foreign, so they speak other languages. They can be right in front of you planning your death and demise, and you won't even know it. All right. So it could have been an inside job from a maintenance person or a housekeeping person that said, look, ain't nobody here at night. Come on, slide through the side door. It's easy to prop open, get in and do what you got to do. But this is what they said had happened. Apparently a side door on the house was pried open with no windows broken or nothing like that. But the several articles report that the burglars were able to get in the house and it triggered the alarm. They got in the house and it triggered the alarm. But what's interesting is that when the alarm was triggered, none of the family came to the house. Nobody did. Only the caretakers. Only the caretaker, excuse me. And so it's interesting to me that, you know, if I don't care how many properties I got, I'm in LA. Surely some of my family is home in LA. You know, you get that call from ADT. Broop, broop. Such and such house has been breached. What is your code? I'm not there. Send the cops. That didn't happen. The caretaker came, and then the caretaker called the police, which doesn't make sense to me because that's not how the process actually goes when you have a security alarm. So which is it? Did the security alarm call the caretaker? Did it call one of the family members? Because they never showed up at all. The police came to the house after the caretaker called them, took a report and said that it's up to Diddy and the family members to come to the house and discover what has been taken. They're not even giving us details on that, but they say that the house just looks rummaged through. Almost as if the burglars that came in were looking for specific things and they were trying to get out of there. They ain't wiped the place clean, which they could have since ain't nobody lived there since 2018. They didn't do none of that. Wasn't no money reported missing, jewelry, artifacts, TVs, electronics, nothing. The house was just rummaged, ransacked. Just like Miss Robbie's house got ransacked, and now we know that, Tim was behind that the whole time, allegedly. And so I ask you guys, why would Kim Porter's house that she has not lived in 2 years need to be ransacked and rummaged through? And why did nobody show up to meet the cops? There's no disrespect when I say what I say, but it's stuff that we definitely got to think about, because this stuff doesn't happen by circumstance, and it doesn't happen for no reason. Allegedly, before Kim passed, she was working on a book. Now, y'all got to be careful when y'all write these books, and you got to be careful who you tell that you're writing a book, because when you start spilling people's secrets, magically people start coming up missing. Al B. Shore spoke about this and said that Kim was murdered, and then he quickly took the post down. So people are hip to somewhat of what was going on with that situation, but don't nobody want to actually say. But just like it's saying in the Bible, what's done in the dark shall come to the light, and eventually we will all find out what happened. Eventually, a lot of these mysterious deaths in Hollywood will begin to make a lot more sense to you. And in 2021, you thought 2020 was a purging season? Yeah, that was a purging season for Hollywood and the industry. A whole bunch of those little rappers and entertainers at the bottom were just shot, gone, and killed, assassinated, allegedly, right? But in 2021, what you're going to see is the satanic practices and the evil that Hollywood does. You're going to see it put right in your face. 2021 will be the year where everything that these people have tried to hide from you for decades will become apparent. And they will be doing the ish right in front of you. That's all I'm going to say on that. That's all I can say. The stuff seems suspect to me. Embrace Pangea is a black-owned health and wellness brand that has solidified themselves as being able to take care of your yoni. But guess what? They do more than just service your yoni. Yes, as a matter of fact, Embrace Pangea has products to cover you from head to toe, inside and out. And in particular, let me tell you about a couple products that I personally use. Number one is the herbal tooth powder that is better than any toothpaste that you will get over the counter. It will get your teeth clean and help your teeth to maintain a natural white shade. And in addition to that, the advanced botanical mouthwash is something that we all should have in our medicine cabinet. Now, when you look at a bottle like this with 25 potent herbs like echinacea, golden cell, don't laugh at me if I mispronounced that, you know what I meant. We need these natural ingredients in our mouth rinses so that we can fight tooth decay, gingivitis, all of that plaque, halitosis, and overall poor oral hygiene. Okay, so if you want to get a good clearance when you go to the dentist,